Hey guys, what's up? It's Lasercorn with Mahalo Video Games, and we've got another game from the Blizzcon Invitational coming at you. This is Capoch over here in the green Protoss, and Redarchon over here as the red Terran. And this is game 2 in the series. If you didn't see game 1, go ahead and do a quick YouTube search, Redarchon versus Capoch, game 1, and that'll come up and you'll know what happened, because I'm gonna reveal it. Redarchon stomped Capoch the first game, taking out his expansion with stimmed Marines and Marauders, and then just keeping the pressure on until Capoch finally crumbled. Very good game, good show of the Terran bio from Redarchon. And looks like here on Scrap Station, Capoch is going to try and redeem himself. If Capoch loses, he's out of the Blizzcon Invitational, and that'll be all she wrote for him. If Redarchon loses, there will be a game 3 between these two players. And I don't know, I always thought this level favored Terrans just because they could float a command center up over here if they really want to. And Protoss have to tech the air or something to get it. And player is asking about lag here. All these games were played at the BlizzCon Invitational. I've seen a couple where the players are complaining of lag, so I don't know why that's happening. Scout coming out now for Capoch. Oh, and let me get production up there. There we go. Scout coming into the base. Gonna start harassing this barracks. SCV coming out to deal with this early harass. And, oh, these two SCVs teaming up. But one of them goes down to this hero probe. Well, that probe got caught in a 2-on-1 and still took one of those SCVs down. That's impressive. Looks like Redarchon here going to be morphing in an orbital command. And that Marine, too much trouble, too much gauze rifle for that probe to handle. We've got a tech lab going down on the barracks. Meanwhile, back in the Protoss base, cybernetics core coming down. We got some probes being chrono boosted. We've got a SCV scouting the base. And pylon being formed back here. Back in my noob days, I used to float barracks over here, try and land them over there and pump out units, so it's good to have a pylon up there. And here comes a Stalker to deal with this SCV. Boom. Nothing but a drill left for the SCV. Stalker's going to guard this ramp. Looks like Capoch going for this fast expand again. I would imagine that's why this probe's doing his little probe dance. Didn't work out well for him last time, and there's a Reaper on the field for Redarchon. It's going to chill out at this Xel'Naga watchtower for a minute. Expansion is going down, so Capoch not really switching up his strategy much, which could be trouble. And he is getting sentries. We saw a very sentry-heavy build from him last time. Maybe he's got a better defense plan this time. This is a longer walk for the units of Redarchon, so maybe that'll slow him down. Here comes this Reaper, boosting up that ledge and runs right into the Stalker. Good Stalker placement. Capoch expecting that Reaper, I guess. Oh, and the Reaper's just gonna escape with 10 health. One more shot and it would have been lights out for that Reaper. Stim packs now coming out for Redarchon, and 3 barracks down. It looks like we're gonna see another infantry heavy build out of him. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess. Redarchon's just gonna do the same thing he did last time. And this Reaper, Reaper almost getting taken out there by these two patrolling Stalkers. The Stalkers are looking for him, and he's gonna run right into him. Boom, down goes the Reaper. Redarchon's got his command center up, morphed into an orbital command now. There is a proxy pylon coming in for Capoch, and at the same time he's working on these debris rocks, so he's really trying to make this expansion vulnerable. And does Redarchon know about that pylon? Let's find out. No, he doesn't, but he definitely sees these zealots warping in and killing one of his SCVs. Didn't get a second kill, but those very temporary mules are losing valuable mining time. And those zealots kind of retreated. There, he found the pylon. He knows what's going on now. And he's got those two zealots cornered if he can come in here and take them out. He's looking for him. The zealot's hiding, but you can't hide from that Redarchon army. And they're not even going to get a swipe in with those blades. Down they go. We got another proxy pylon down here. And Capoch now going to go to work on those rocks. Meanwhile, Redarchon going to work on his own rocks. So a standoff, or a Mexican standoff or showdown going on here. When these rocks fall, it's going to be doomsday. Redarchon threw his rocks first, and Capoch pulls back. Maybe senses something coming. Redarchon blasts through, he stims up. Force field's going down to cut off those units, and it looks like he did do a pretty good job of cutting them off, a few leaking through, but most of these units in the front are getting picked off, and I don't know if he has enough left in back to deal with this very sentry-heavy army, sentry and stalker-heavy army. He does not. Those stalkers and sentries are going to wipe out those marauders that are left, but he gets blocked by his own force fields. And Redarchon going to be forced to retreat. Definitely caught the worst of it in that engagement. Checking at the units lost tab. Yeah, Redarchon's in some trouble. Actually, if you look at the resources, it's not that bad, but... And those Terran forces are cheaper versions of the Protoss forces. But he is still down a little bit. In units lost anyway. I don't know what the income is. Are we going to have a break in the action? I'll check the income for a second. Yeah, Capoch is ahead in harvesters too. So we'll see how this works out. I wouldn't count Redarchon out just yet though. Especially after the way he played last game. He played very well. And it looks like both of these players macroing up here. We've got an Immortal on the production tab for Capoch coming out of this robotics facility. Yeah, this is trouble. Trouble for Redarchon. Very Marauder heavy army. Let's see his supplies at 98 versus 100 for Capoch. So pretty even there. And an SCV coming out to scout. Also, weapon upgrades, combat shields, and weapon level 1 upgrades coming out for Redarchon. And he knows about that Immortal now. So maybe he'll get some more Marines to counter it or something. Yeah, he is pumping Marines out of that one barracks. And it looks like he senses a proxy pylon. Man, I don't even know how he knew that was there. That was awesome. Whoa, a Colossus on the field now too. This is a very threatening army for Capoch. He'll be threatening Redarchon. An extended thermal lance to upgrade the range of that Colossus, as well as weapons level 1 coming out. Man, this is going to be tough to deal with. Although these defenses are good. The missile turret can shoot that Colossus if it gets too close, because it is tall enough to count as an air unit. And he's got a bunker there, so he can bunker up. Looks like a drop going on. Oh, that dropship had better be careful. It passes dangerously close to this Capoch army. It's going to hit a couple waypoints here and drop in on probably I would imagine he's dropping at the expansion. But meanwhile, while that drop's going on, we're going to have a battle here. He needs to hop in this bunker. He's got no one in this bunker. He's stimming up now. And wow, that's a very deadly force coming in for Capoch. Zealot's running in to do some damage. Marauders doing all they can. He's got a couple in the bunker. The bunker goes down. Guardian shield up for Capoch. The missile turret is shooting that Colossus, but I don't think that Colossus is going to go down. Its shields are down, but the Colossus is still very healthy. And Redarchon forced to fall back here. That Immortal's got full health too. Redarchon in a lot of trouble here. He's got to do something. Man, if he had those forces that he was using to drop at his main base, he might have been able to hold this off. But it looks like it's going to be lights out for Redarchon unless he's got something up his sleeve. I mean, these forces are doing a little bit of damage, but it's not going to be enough. Colossus goes down, though. Immortal's still on the field. And these production buildings going down. Not sure why he's focusing on the Stargate. And there's the GG from Redarchon. Wow, great game. Good play from Capoch. And looks like we're going to go into Game 3 here to determine who will be knocked out of the Blizzcon Invitational. Hey guys, thanks for watching. This is Dave with Mahalo Video Games once again. If you guys have any requests for replays you want casted or questions or comments, go ahead and send those over to requests@mahalo.com. All right, thanks again.